Hey guys, it's Miss English. I just wanted to say I hope you are safe. I hope you are healthy. I hope that everything is going well for you. This week was a difficult week for me because um, my partner, we're pretty sure, has the coronavirus. So if you feel like I've been a little less responsive to you this week, I apologize. I've just been extremely busy taking care of Gabe and trying to run the house by myself. So I apologize. Just be patient with me. We're coming out of it. He's feeling a little bit better every day. Couple of reminders. Please make sure that if you have submitted work, you remember that I only update grades once a week. So on Sundays, I will update grades. So if you turned in something that was late, or if you turned in something that was due 2 weeks ago and you turned it in this week, I'm not going to immediately grade it. If you think that I'm missing something, like if you check your grade on Monday and it doesn't seem right, shoot me an email and I will do what I can to figure out what the issue is. Sometimes you do the work, you just forget to turn it in which case, all we have to do is turn it in and everything will be fine. Okay. Um, so this week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's the last week of the poetry unit. We're going to be doing something a little bit different in that you are going to be creating a portfolio for your poetry assignment. And I'm only going to give you one assignment this week because this will take a little bit longer than previous assignments. And so this is the only video you're going to be seeing this week. There are no flip grids or anything. So you only have this one assignment to get done and then you'll be good. Okay, so I'm going to go through the instructions and the requirements and then you can get going. All right, here we go. Okay, so first of all, hiya. Okay, these are the instructions for your poetry portfolio. All right, so many of you are doing really well, and I'm really proud and impressed because I know that it takes some bravery and it takes a bit of risk management to upload your videos onto Flipgrid. And you're trying your best. And for me, that's all I ask you to do is just try your best. I know some of you don't feel confident in writing poetry. That's fine. But the important thing is that you're trying. Okay, so this week you're going to compose a portfolio of all the poetry you've written so far. You're going to have a week to do this, so these are the only instructions that you're going to need. Okay, so when you go into Google Classroom, you're going to see an assignment. That assignment is just a blank Google Doc because I want you to create this portfolio out of the blank Google Doc. Okay, so what you're going to do, the first page of that Google document is going to be your name in large print in the center, along with poetry portfolio under your name. So you're going to type your name, make sure it's in the center, make it big, and then poetry portfolio underneath. Okay, and then in a Google Doc, you're going to copy and paste all of the poems you've written over the last 3 weeks. Okay, so that includes the 2 couplets that you wrote for the first week. If you are on modified assignments, you only wrote 1 couplet, the villanelle that you wrote, and then your free verse poem. Okay, each poem should be on its own page. So you're going to have the title, you're going to have the poem, and then the next poem is going to be on the next page. Even if that poem doesn't take up the whole page, that's fine. I want 1 page per poem. Okay. I also want you to write 1 more poem this week. Okay, so total, you're going to have 5 poems, 1 of which you're going to write this week. It can be as long as you want, and it can also be any form, any form you want. So you can write a couplet if you want, you can write a villanelle if you want, you can write a free verse poem if you want. It doesn't matter. It just has to be in there. Okay. I will give you extra credit on your portfolio if you somehow include your visual representation. So if you drew one, you can take a picture of it and then you can put it next to your poem. If you found something online, you can put it in next to your poem. I do not care. Okay? All right, and then the next thing that I want you to do is a reflection, okay? The reflection should be a 5 to 6 sentence paragraph reflecting about the experience of learning about poetry. Talk about things that you didn't know that now you do. Talk about how you felt writing the poems. Talk about how you felt creating your visual representation. Talk about where you can go from here, or if you want to go anywhere from here. Overall, just tell me how the experience was. Okay, it's going to be 5 to 6 sentences. If you are on a modified assignment version, then you are going to be writing 3 to 4 sentences. Okay, so in total, your portfolio is going to be 7 pages long, 6 for modified students. You're going to have your title page with your name and poetry portfolio. Then you're going to have the 5 poems, 2 couplet, 1 villanelle, 1 free verse, and then 1 whatever you want. Okay? And then 1 page for your reflection. Your reflection does not have to take up an entire page, but I do want it on its own individual page. Please make sure it's labeled, right? Reflection, and then type the paragraph. Okay? Now, in order to access your poems, there are multiple ways. If you turned your assignment in on Google Classroom, you just go to Google Classroom, go to Classwork, sorry, and then you click the day 2 and 3 assignment for each week. And then I returned all of those assignments over the last few days. And so you should be able to access the documents, just copy it and then paste the poem into the document. Okay, if you did not turn it in, but you shared it with me, you should be able to access it on Google Classroom. If you just open the document and you never actually accessed it on Google Classroom, it should be in your Google Drive. So you should still be able to access that, okay? You'll be able to access the file in the day 2 to 3 assignment or in your Google Drive folder, depending on where you accessed it before, right? So pretty much no matter how you got it to me, you should have access to it now. If you resubmitted because you were confused about why I was submitting or returning all of this work without marks on it, I will do my best to turn that back to you, okay? Here's the rubric for your portfolio. The formatting. Do you have the correct pages, right? Do you have 7 pages or do you have 6 pages if you're on a modified assignment? Okay. Are all of the poems present? Do you have all 5 or 4 poems, depending? All 5 poems in your portfolio, and then is your reflection complete? And is it thoughtful? Is it clear that you spent time thinking about this whole learning process and what it did for you? And then when you're finished, just turn it in. Okay, so again, this is the only assignment for this week because I wanted to make sure to give you plenty of time to be able to get this done. It should not take you the entire week to do it, but I'm giving you that time because I know we all have a lot going on. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, with grading, I'm going to update grades on Sundays. So last night, you're looking at this on Monday. If you're looking at this on Monday, last night I updated all the grades. So your grade should be up to date and current right now. If I missed something or if you forgot to turn something in, please get that done as soon as possible. And I will update grades the following week. So if you notice that your grade isn't changing, even though you turned something in, it's because I only update grades once a week. All right. And if you're confused about that, feel free to shoot me a Jupiter message or give me a call. Also, and I wrote this all in a Jupiter message last week, so if you want to refer back to it, go to that message. But I do not penalize for late work. So let's say one week you just had a crazy week, you had a lot going on, something happened, whatever, and you weren't able to get work done and you weren't able to present. That's fine. I just want to make sure that it gets done. Okay, so these grades have the potential to really help you a lot for your year-long um, grade, and I want to make sure that you are working as hard as you can to get the best grade possible. If you want to revise something and resubmit it, or if you want to redo your Flipgrid presentation for a higher grade, totally fine with me. If you do redo your Flipgrid presentation, do me a favor and shoot me an email so that I know to look at it, because if I'm looking at the Flipgrid stuff on Sunday, I won't actually, it doesn't notify me every time something is posted. So if you redo your Flipgrid presentation, let me know so I can rewatch it and regrade it. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I miss you so much. I want you to reach out to me. Remember that I have coach classes on Tuesdays from 12:30 to 1:30 and on Thursdays from 7 to 8 p.m. I might be a little late on Thursdays because my son has been going to bed a little bit later than usual, but whatever it is, it's going to be an hour long. So if I'm not there at 7 o'clock on the dot, I might be there. Try me again at 7:30 and I'll be there for an hour. Okay. All right. I love you so much and I miss you, and I will talk to you soon. Oh my God, my hair is a hot mess. Miss English needs a mirror. Okay. Love you.